It's Tuesday, July 20th, 2021, and we are live from Hickory. It's country-ish. Alan!
Just a country boy, and he's making it good. He was Jaws' underdog, dressed in beer rolls, living next to the wood. He liked to eat the sushi, but he don't even fish. Not so much a country boy, it's more like he's country-ish. Moved out of Hickory and headed for Southern Cal. Wound up in TV and film, making Popsicle proud. Now this country boy is back with his family. Got himself a podcast, he knows it'll last, 'cause he's in Hickory.
That's right. I am from Hickory. I'm happy about it. I hope you're happy, no matter where you are. What up, bumpkins? You're about to watch and or listen to episode 86 of Country-ish, and we got a creepy, crawly, creamy show for you today. Very funny comedian ETTA May going to zoom into the show. Here's some big names that are going to be a part of the show. Justin Moore, the Alan Jackson, and another Alan Jackson. We got Best Trends, Goodwill Hunting, and creepy, crawly Amazon spiders. But before we get to everything, I want you to know we're live right now. We're taking your comments. I got two interns back here. We've got Mark Havelball. He's doing, which one are you doing? YouTube?
I'm doing YouTube.
Checking the YouTube comments, and next to him, new intern, back for a second round, Mr. Wes Pittman. How are you?
I'm doing absolutely great.
And you're checking the Facebook comments.
I am. I'm on the Facebook right
Very
now.
good.
Right now.
Well, thanks for coming back, dude.
Well, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
I wanted to be a part of this show so much. I went to Goodwill the other day to get me a suit for a job interview, and I found something I thought I remember last week you wanted to get some sound effects, so I found this, and I thought this would be perfect for you.
What is that?
It's a sound effect machine.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. How many sound effects does that thing make?
We got, let's see, there's 416. So
you just did your times tables right there. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's going to come in handy.
Yeah, see? And you can also get rid of the air horn.
I like it. So he's got that's like a game clock, didn't it? Like a game clock kind of a thing.
Yeah, kind of.
But yeah, thank you. That is awesome,
man. Anything for you, buddy.
Now, is that for me, or are you just gonna? That's gonna be your job now. Sound effects.
It took a lot for me to give it up, but I bought it for you, so I'm giving it to you.
Well, I want you to use it for the show.
Well, I will.
So you're going to be the sound effects guy and Facebook dude from time to time. Dude. And Mark Havelball will be on the YouTubes.
Yes, sir.
And we got a great show lined up. We're a podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Podbean, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, you name it. But we're growing a little bit. And we're growing because you guys are doing this thing. And I love that they're doing this. There's a little share button at the bottom left corner. And if you hit that button, then you'll share this with other people on your page, and it will grow. It'll be like that, was it a Calgon commercial or Silson Blue? And so on, and so on, and so on. Remember that? I forgot what commercial that was. Why don't y'all Google that? Anyway, I want you to share. And I know sometimes you're thinking, well, John, if I hit the share button, I'm going to miss a funny thing that you do with your face because you're always doing something stupid with your face, and I don't want to miss that. But don't worry, I got you covered. That's why I came up with this thing that I do. Because I'm not going to be funny at all, probably for a good 15, 20 seconds. I got this here wig. I call it the share stare. I'm going to look right down the barrel of this camera. I'm going to beg you to share. So you can do it. You know what I'm saying? If I could make you share, I want you to do it today. Please hit that arrow button that points his way. I need you to hit the share button. I want you to hit it now. Oh, That's the sheriff's there. Ain't that fun? I like doing it now. It used to be like I was embarrassed, but now I love it. But we got a lot of show to do. Let me introduce you to the guys sitting across the table. We got a full house up in here today. I got two guys. We've got Sebastian and Stamos together side by side. What a great day. Happy to see you boys. Looky here. Pa-pam, pa-pow-pow. We got Sebastian, who comes in, probably about 7 foot. Oh, yeah. What was the sound effect?
I hit the button by accident.
It could have been appropriate. I don't know.
It was cheering.
You might get lucky sometimes with that.
Lumberjack. You get a lumberjack sound?
We got Sebastian, who comes in around 7 feet 7 inches tall, kind of famous. Used to play for the Charlotte Hornets with Kelly Tripucka. I'm going to get that on a card. And then next to him, a very handsome fella. Not as famous, but his brother's very famous. Jon Stamos. We have Marcus Stamos. Thanks for coming, guys. How are we?
I'm good, Sean. How you?
Good to see you again.
Real quick, did you know your sound effects guy believed in snipes?
Did I believed in snipes? Well, at one point we probably all did.
You, Wes.
Yeah.
Interesting story.
What do you mean he believed in them?
You not remember? Was you there tonight? We took him
I know what you're saying.
Snipe hunting.
I cannot believe we've not brought this up before, but we took Wes snipe hunting one night. You remember that, Wes?
We're not talking as a kid.
Oh, this was 3 years ago.
3 years ago, you took this 40-something-year-old man snipe hunting, and he didn't know they weren't real.
Did not. Would you like to chime in, Wes? Did you know they were real, or did you?
I'd never heard of snipes.
But you did actually hunt with us for snipes.
Well, yeah, you guys had me convinced I lived in a field full of snipes.
Thank you.
Were you the chaser or the bag holder in the snipe adventure?
No, I was told to hold the blanket, and they were going to smack shovels on the ground.
Then you were way down the line. You were way down the
a
line.
A V shape, and I was supposed to.
Do y'all have photos of this?
We didn't. I don't know why we didn't film it.
Well, y'all don't think to film anything.
And I remember Keith yelling, "Hey, they're running right past you, Wes!" There ain't nothing running past me. And then everybody just went inside.
Were you excited? Were you scared of the snipes? Were you nervous?
They really had me convinced. You know, growing up in the mean streets of Newton,
Right.
I didn't get out in the sticks much in the woods.
You're more of an urban fella.
Notice the T-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, Death Row
Death Row
is
Records,
the label
man.
that pays you.
We had him in a face shield, gloves,
Oh, I can't
the whole
believe
thing.
you want a picture of this.
He was holding the cage like this little dog kennel we had set up because we were gonna move the snipe that way and he was gonna catch it.
Yeah, in a
And then
cage.
he turned around and everybody was gone.
Let me ask you this. After you found out the truth, well, I'm not going to tell you guys in case there's anyone out there who doesn't know yet, but Wes P., when you found out the truth, how'd you feel?
I mean, I got a good laugh out of it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
oh, you guys got me. And then I was never a King of the Hill guy, so I started watching that on Hulu.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then one day Bobby is going snipe hunting.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what they got.
Hey, Dad!
Yeah. Well, let me ask you guys at home a question. You ever been snipe hunting? What about spiders? How do you feel about spiders? And do you like vanilla ice cream? All these things are going to come into play. I had a good weekend. I saw both of you briefly on a Saturday. Well, actually, Marcus and I had a date night Friday night, didn't we?
did?
Oh.
Yeah. Just the two
were
of us.
invited.
You were invited.
I
You
was.
didn't come. You
was.
bailed out.
I did. The threesomes they make me nervous.
Yeah.
Whatever.
It would be hard to. No. Yeah. So it was just me and Mark, and that was fun. And then Saturday night, and I'm just gonna set this up for later. We don't have any footage of this now, but next week we have footage of this. I did a fundraiser to raise money for foster kids. Right. I think it was the craft beer seller was doing a fundraiser. They asked me last minute to come. They said, we have a dunking tank where people can throw baseballs and dunk the mayor. So Hank Guest was there in the dunking booth. And let's just say that we got some footage, because I'm still running for mayor. So the current mayor and I were in the same video talking about that situation. And we got some priceless footage. You recorded this.
I
You were
recorded
there.
that, and he may or may not have peed in the because he was first.
Yeah.
So he may have peed in the water before.
He may or may not have. I don't have any proof of that. but I do know he didn't like a certain hat that I had on. And we're going to tease it for next week.
It's good.
So come back next week to get those details. You're going to want to come back for that. But also, So I don't know, you weren't here. You know about this. Last Monday night, I did Heffern and Reap, came home, pulled up in my driveway. Neighbors were using the pool, and we talked about this. There was a police chase in my neighborhood, and I told you we have Ring doorbell footage, and I'm going to show you guys the Ring doorbell footage. Now, what I'm about to show you is not my yard. This dude came up. I live in a cul-de-sac. Why can't I say that? Cul-de-sac. I always say colder sack.
Sack's colder than it used to be.
Polar plunge.
You got a colder
sack than you had before. No, I live in a cold. Wes, where's the sound effect? That was a funny joke. You could have had a laugh button.
Come back to it.
I think you guys got plenty of laughs off of that.
Okay.
Well, you didn't need a sound machine on that one.
So this dude came through my yard, scared the crap out of the neighbors, went through another yard, and this is that doorbell footage of the neighbors behind me. So what I'm asking everybody to do at home when you're watching this, right? This is for my bumpkins. I'm talking about people like Samantha Dawn Kingston, who is like basically a FBI forensic file, kind of person. I want you guys to see if you can figure out who's driving this car, what kind of car is it, do you see a license plate number? It's really grainy, but let's give it a shot. Listen to the car. Maybe you can figure out what kind of car it is. The Alan Jackson, let's watch this. Well, but that's after he already ran through my yard, came through that neighbor's yard. Let's hear it again. Now, it could have been an Acura, Subaru. I don't think it's a Camaro. It definitely looked like an import.
Where's the police cars behind it?
No, he had lost them.
Oh,
he got away.
Got.
That's why I'm bringing this up. We don't know who the guy is. I'm trying to find him. I'm trying to solve the case. I need your help. So anyway, that happened. Now, you can't see the license plate on that car, but look, back it up later. Not you, Alan, but other people watching this. Back it up later and let me know if you can make out the license plate. Now, when I pulled up, now at this point, this video here I'm about to show you, I'm not home yet, but this is how my neighbor Crystal with her kids reacted after the guy came through the yard. Okay, the Alan Jackson.
Stop! Don't hurry up, stop, go! Go the back way, back way! Back way, what are you doing? This way, go! Go!
Notice the wet feet on the paper.
Now, so she's still screaming off to the side. Scared her to death. When a car's coming right next to the pool where there's no driveway or road, she doesn't know if they're coming for her or what. So she ran like crazy. Then I pull up. And Alan Jackson, you can go ahead and play the next one. Then I pull up and she comes up to me and starts tell me the whole story. I've not even gotten in the house yet. But I think this video we're about to watch is after she had grabbed me and I walked to the back to look at the tracks and go back to my car. I'm like, what in the world?
Sherlock Holmes there.
Oh, I hear him.
Listen.
I hear him. I'm terrified.
She hears the car again. She thinks it's coming back for round 2. And I started thinking, maybe I pissed somebody off. I'm like,
I don't know. I didn't see that car. That's a cop.
Look at John flexing.
Look at John with his drink.
That's not a cop. I don't know who that is.
and I'm like, all right, time to wake up Jason. So that is where she goes, I'm going back in my house.
Did you get that code?
Got the code. Did you get the code?
I got the code.
We can get into his house.
This video, I got the code for his house.
Oh, good. Make sure you bring that up to everybody. My point was, I went back in the house to get Jason to wake him up and try to wake up my mom, and because I didn't have a gun. I'm like, Jason, we need your gun.
So you thought they were going to?
She calls the cops. Yeah, now the cops show up. See that? In the top right corner. Alan Jackson, you can play the next one. That's when the cops show up. But at 1 minute, they thought I was the guy. Well, no, I live here.
Been out through that way. You can hear them.
They don't have any cameras, do you?
They have a ring camera here.
No.
And I hadn't even got to check. I'm about to check our front porch.
What kind of car was
So
it?
look over here. You can see the mark. It was like a little. It happened so fast. It was like a little still Sorry, like a silver, I don't know, maybe accurate something like that. The guy in the passenger seat had like shaggy like hair, and he was like yelling some kind of. No, he was white guy. He was like yelling some crap out the window. I don't know what he said.
I'm surprised.
Like,
He goes, that one cop goes, was it a black guy? She goes, no, it's a white guy. He goes, white guy?
I know.
He got away.
Here he comes.
Here comes Jason. Oh, you done woke up beefcake, man.
Gonna mess up his CrossFit in the morning.
Was this,
Yeah.
what was this, 9:30? 9:15?
This was about 10 o'clock, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, he's had several
He
hours
had,
sleep. He's
oh,
good.
I had to bang on the door to wake him up.
Yeah.
And when he came to the door, he had his phone in his hand listening to his white noise, you know. White noise? But yeah. Oh, yeah, Jason with the beefcake. All right, that's good, the Alan Jackson. So anyway, here's the thing. The reason why I'm showing you these videos, one, I thought it was kind of funny watching Crystal run. Two, who is this dude? I don't know. Dude's still out there. He got away from the cops. So
You know, people talk. Somebody
That's right.
knows
Somebody
who this
knows.
person is.
I think I figured it out. I think that was Elliot coming to you. They said Shaggy. He was probably coming to give you another pitch.
Oh, you mean Elliot tried to pitch a movie idea or something?
Movies, music, whatever.
So that had happened. Also, I went to a Charlotte Knights game because I am going to be in Charlotte at the Comedy Zone. That's right. The Comedy Zone in Charlotte this weekend, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That's 22, 23, 24. And I was at a Charlotte Knights game, and this is what I sat right behind. This girl with this hat. What does the hat say, Wes?
Show me that butthole.
Now, I'm not a Karen by any means, but if I had kids with me sitting right behind this girl staring at that hat that says "Show me that butthole," I might be a little upset. What are your thoughts on this?
Well,
Because I don't want my kids running around like,
I'll buy my
Mommy!
kid that hat. My kid would have that hat.
let me tell you, my mother would freak out
yeah.
because I had a shirt one time that my uncle bought me. He thought it was funny. It said, "If you ain't a cowboy, you ain't shit."
Yeah.
So she blocked out the good one.
good.
On point. She blocked out the S and the H, and that way I can only wear it and said, "If you ain't a cowboy, you ain't it." So parents have a problem with that.
I mean, I'm surprised no one has said anything. What about you,
think it's-
Stamos? How do you feel about this hat?
Now, that's just something you don't show everybody.
The hat or the butthole?
The butthole.
Maybe
Yeah,
she's talking
yeah.
about her man.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Is this okay? Like, is this hat? Is that slogan or that phrase? Is that in a movie? Is there a reason why? I mean, does she want people to walk up to her and show their buttholes to her? That's what it says on the hat. What if I'd walked up to this lady and go, "You ready?" And
Yeah,
just
you
pulled my pants down and spread eagled.
Jail time.
Exactly. All I'm doing is obeying orders.
Yeah.
What do you? I mean, is this from a film or anything? You guys know? I mean, I really don't know.
No, I want one though. I want one of those hats.
Well, I'm sure you could find one. Just Google it. I actually Googled that to find out what that's from, and it's just a hat.
Doesn't Justin have one of these hats? Didn't we see
He
this-
probably
he does.
Justin's got
Didn't
some
we
good
see him with this
hats.
hat?
He has got one that says taters on it. You know, there's a company that makes crazy hats. I just don't understand this one. So maybe you know at home. Why don't you tell me at home in the comments section? Leave it down here. What's up with this hat? I didn't say anything, obviously, because I'm not a Karen. I don't really care. 'Cause I'm not a Karen. But what would you do if you had your kids sitting behind this hat right here? I just left that image on Instagram and said, "Stay classy, Charlotte."
Yes.
That's what I said. But yeah, interesting, right? Well, also, what we teased last week was me and Stamos and the Alan Jackson and Elliot and Jody and some other people all went to the Hickory Motor Speedway. It was packed, and they were doing monster trucks and bus races. And we have a little video we'd like to show you guys. This is from the Hickory Motor Speedway. Check this out. The Great American Smash. Good times. Oh, monster trucks. Oh, this goes. Endo, dude. Dude jumped a bus. Yeah.
Oh, look, a big fan.
I'm not joking. The Alan Jackson, I looked almost just like that kid. Oh, he's
It's John Rink, find us a race fan.
all right. We get trophies to
Lady is taking home a trophy. We're going to get John Rink up in the flag stand. He's going to be our honorary starter.
Is there a right way to do this? Hickory Motor Speedway school bus racing. I think it's time to get this going. What do you say?
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Rotator cuff house. I look like he's about to throw the rotator
Well, I'm
cuff.
holding my glasses. I thought they were going to fall off. But yeah, I'll shoulder her that.
He's counting the laps. He's just writing them down on a piece of paper.
This guy.
I got $20 on Village Motors. Come on, baby.
That was fun.
Oh, I lost it.
I think you are allowed to drink.
I really wish that our school buses, when we were kids, actually, I do feel like one bus driver drove like that.
Village Motors won.
No,
Oh, he's going to reach in the bucket. Oh, we got a little bit of Elvis. Elvis from the Pills. Thank you very much. Oh, we got a ticket. It's a blue ticket. You're all still in it. 5. Oh, you want to listen to John read it? Listen, his grammar is probably better than mine, even though he went to Ford.
I can't count this high, Jason, but I'm just going to do one number at a time, if that's okay. That's good. 5, 7, 6, 0, 4, 2. Where are you at? $888. You just won $888 cold cash.
Trying to say dollars though.
All right, we're going to verify, Jason Cheryl. Why don't you hold the ticket up to his ticket? Let's make sure the numbers are corresponding. That means matching. If you're from Caldwell. That's the winner. That's the winner. Oh, that is the winner. Congratulations, my friend. What's your name?
Russell Manson, baby.
Russell Manson, baby. Where are you from?
Cherryville, North Carolina.
Woo! From Cherryville.
4th year coming, baby.
Congratulations. What are you going to do with all that cash?
I'm going to pay the car payment.
Happy 4th of July. Woo!
Oh, that was a good time. Wes, you got to make it to one of these Hickory Motor Speedway events sometime, dude.
What I'm amazed. I looked at the stands. I'm amazed at the amount of people that were there.
Yeah, it was probably about 4,000 people.
And it triggered my memory, and I totally forgot about this, but there was a time when we were younger, we had nothing to do. I think it was you, me, Casey, and Scott Pitts, and maybe Chad.
Yeah.
And remember, we drove to Charlotte to the monster truck thing at the old Coliseum, the Hornets Coliseum, and it was sold out.
Yeah.
We drove, because that's back whenever.
We couldn't get in?
Yeah, back driving from here to Charlotte was like a
a big deal.
It was a long trip.
Yeah.
And we got all the way down there, and it was like 25,000 people was in there. We couldn't get in.
I thought you was going to walk in
And I
and get a
totally
ticket.
forgot about that. We was watching that.
I don't remember that, but I don't doubt that it happened at all. I probably don't remember because we didn't get in. I would have a better memory had we got
Yeah,
in.
we drove my car, wasted my gas.
What, was that the car that had the bra on it?
No, if Cavalier would have never went to Charlotte, man. That was straight
Well,
negative.
how do you feel so far? Have a ball? Are you having a good time?
Oh, yeah.
Any interesting comments as of yet? You're doing YouTube and Wes is doing Facebook. Anything interesting going on? Has anyone answered the question
No,
about
but
spiders or snipes?
I do have a follow-up on the that so on and so on. It says, if you tell your friends about the Fabergé organic shampoo, about the wheat germ oil and honey, they will tell 2 friends and so on and so on. And that was one of the early Farrah Fawcett commercials.
Right. See?
Yes.
I like it when Mark Havaball Googles me correct. I was right about that. Thank you,
Not a
Mr.
problem.
Havaball. How about you?
Well, I had on that same subject, I had a Facebook message here that they thought you were talking about Wind Song.
Wind Song.
Your Wind Song stays on my mind, but
oh yeah,
I'll let them know that is not correct.
Thank you, Wes. Well, look, I'm just before we move on to the next segment, I think I'll come clean with them. All right, look, here's the deal. I'm only going to say this once. We're not live right now. Today's Monday. Normally we go live on Tuesdays. It's Monday. And the reason why we're doing that is because on Tuesday I got to take my dad. He's getting surgery done. He's getting all of his upper teeth pulled out. So I couldn't do it Tuesday, so we're doing it Monday. But it's the only time I'm going to let the cat out of the bag. From here on out, I'm going to keep pretending like we're live. All right? So don't tell anybody in the comments section that I'm not live for when people come in here later. Keep it going, all right? Deal? Fist bump. All right. I like to admit that right after Wes just lied to everybody. All righty. Yes, Marcus.
No, I was just saying how perfect he is with the sound effect.
Dude, I think he's found
You can even take it out of the package. You think about
you can take it out of the package. You
I
can
don't
take it back,
have
get your
my
money
knife
back.
with me, guys. I'm not allowed to
Here,
take knives in
hit him that
buildings
knife,
anymore.
buddy.
We have knives.
Country-ish knife, courtesy of one Samantha Superfan Dawn Kingston. You
Don't
can
cut
open that.
yourself. That's a good one.
All right, let's move on to the next segment because you know what, boys? I'm feeling it. I'm feeling something. There's a new segment. That's right. I think it's time, the Ellen Jackson. I think it's time that we scour verified people on Facebook. And what are they saying? I'll tell you what's going on. Don't mess with me and my troll patrol. All right. Who did we troll this time? You guys know? Were you paying attention, Stamos?
Yep.
You're distracted by something.
Green string.
Oh, wow.
I'm
He's
sorry.
like a
Doesn't-
cat.
Doesn't take me much.
He's like
Sorry.
a cat. Go give me a laser pointer.
It's ADHD.
So what I did was, here's what I do. So if you're just joining the show, because we're live right now, remember that? I'm a verified page on Facebook, blue check mark. And what I do is find other people who are verified, and I just follow them in the hopes that they will say something stupid or silly or inaccurate, and I just I leave a comment. I guess you could call it trolling, and that's what we do. I'm not punching down. I'm not picking on anybody that's not verified. It's only verified people. And this time, I followed a country music singer by the name of Justin Moore. He's got 2.4 million followers. I don't have that many.
Wow.
So I thought I'd follow him. And honestly, I do know him. I met him one time. He was opening for Brad Paisley at the Hollywood Bowl. And just real brief, he had a little swagger about him, a little cockiness. We didn't have an in-depth conversation. But anyway, I followed him, and he left a comment. He actually left a picture and a comment. This is a picture of Justin Moore and Alan Jackson, the country singer, not the podcast producer. So a lot of you, know that my producer of this show and podcast, it's both, is by a guy by the name of the Alan Jackson, right?
Correct.
And this guy is another Alan Jackson. That's what we'll call the original, another Alan Jackson. And so anyway, Justin Moore took a picture with Alan Jackson, and he wrote, now, the first thing you notice right away, who wants to chime in here? What's the first thing you notice when you see this picture?
Height disparity.
Yeah. Definitely a big height difference there.
Yeah, I mean,
One's bigger, way bigger than the other one.
One thing is bigger than the other.
Yeah.
By what? You think a foot? Would you say about 8 inches?
I think Alan's bending down.
Were you counting the cowboy hats or the without?
Well, let's do the whole thing.
That's a good
foot.
That's a foot and a half.
Right.
Yeah, that's a foot and a half easily.
Yeah.
And so,
I think
that's pretty brave of Justin Moore to even put this photo up there.
Because he's probably got a thing about being short.
It's called a Napoleon complex. Yeah. You know why they call it that?
Napoleon was short.
Good job, Marcus.
Whoever
Nailed it, buddy. Yeah, who is
Napoleon
Napoleon?
Dynamite? I didn't think he was that short.
He's actually a tall guy.
I thought so.
Yeah. All right. Do you know though? It's fun to quiz you.
Napoleon, it's part of history of some sort.
It is definitely a part of history. Yes.
Bono.
What, he a soldier?
Bonaparte.
Was he a soldier?
He was I believe he was the
Red tail or
leader of the French army.
Red coat.
Could have been a red coat. Anyway, he's a little dude. He was a little dude and didn't like to be picked on by his size, and they called it Napoleon complex after him. The Alan Jackson, how close was any of us to this accuracy of Napoleon Bonaparte, I think, he wasn't the president, he was like the military leader, right? Do we know?
He was the leader of the French
I don't know.
Republic.
Sorry,
please,
I
Wes,
don't know.
enlighten us.
Yeah, your interns may know more than me.
That wasn't me.
Who said? Oh, I'm sorry, Mark Havelball, enlighten us.
He's the leader of the French Republic.
The leader of the French Republic. Anyway, he's a little dude. Can you Google how tall Napoleon Bonaparte was? One of you?
5'6".
He's 5'6".
Oh, that's Tom Cruise.
About right.
Wow.
Yeah, and I bet you Justin Moore is about 5'6".
Maybe.
Maybe 5'5".
With cowboy boots on.
Yeah. So anyway, there's a huge height difference, and he put the picture up anyway, and he wrote, "Chasing that neon rainbow, ... which is an Alan Jackson song, right? Do you know how the song goes? Mm-hmm. Who wants to sing the rest of the song?
Living the honky-tonk dream.
Right. But you didn't really sing it, though. You just said it.
Well,
Chasing that neon rainbow.
Living that honky-tonk dream.
All right, so you guys know how it goes. So, but he wrote ... after chasing that neon rainbow, which implies that we're supposed to finish the lyric. And that's what I did. And I simply wrote, living that leprechaun dream. Okay. And it's gotten, let's see here, 2.4 thousand reactions and 149 replies. My goal is to try and get the original, whoever it is that's verified that I'm trolling, I want them to say something.
Yeah.
He's remained quiet. I will give him credit that he didn't delete this. He could have deleted it.
Yeah.
Well, it also goes to show you that these people aren't running their own page. You know, it's a social media company. They just put it up there and leave it. But, you know, since I'm verified, my comment stays at the top. And since my comment is also got the most reaction, it stays. So when you look at this, I'm the first thing you see living that leprechaun dream. And if it were me, I may have deleted it. If I were Justin Moore, I may have just said, just go ahead and delete that. Screw that guy. What's he trying to do? I know he's trolling me. Just delete the thing. But he left it up there. And part of the troll patrol, what I love doing is when our guys, our bumpkins, weigh in, and they had some good reactions to it. Kelly Brabble Armstrong, and a lot of people left this comment. She said, "It's all right to be a little bitty."
That's good.
That is just as good, if not better, than mine. It's all right to be little bitty.
It is.
How's the rest of that song go? That's an Alan Jackson song, isn't it? It's all right to be a little bitty.
Little hometown or a big old city.
Oh, that's right.
Picking up a little stray kitty.
No.
Nah, anyway. You can get the same effect, too, if Sebastian stands beside your brother.
That's true. If my brother stood next to Sebastian here, that would be the same thing. We're just going to get cowboy hat. You guys need to reenact a photo.
We could
Go get you a Western shirt like that and rip some hole in your jeans. And then I'll get Jason. We'll get matching cowboy hats, and y'all stand next to each other.
They could be able to
Reenact
afford a
this
pair of
photo.
jeans.
That's not bought ripped jeans either. Do you know Alan Jack? That is not bought ripped. That, to me, it looks like
I bet you it
they're
is.
wore out.
He bought those at Buckle, man. He bought those.
Well, if it's the same jeans that he wore in the video about the Chattahoochee where he was water skiing in his jeans, then I'd believe it. Because them jeans have been worn a long. That's the 80s. So that could be an original hole from that. But
I didn't realize he had such skinny legs.
Yeah, he does have some skinny legs. But also, Will Stanley wrote, because all he ever wanted was to lick Alan's guitar string. Now, was that a lyric from the song? Because he's writing out the ever with a bunch of E's in
I
it.
don't know that one.
That one got a lot of likes. So what happens is I'll leave a comment, they'll leave a comment, people start liking other people's comment, and it just builds, right? Brian Mahan said, John Reap, it's cool that Alan takes his son on tour. Now, look, I'm sure Justin Moore's a great guy. I just finished the song. I just see what I see, and I leave a comment. Logan Wright said, John Reap, picture is titled, When Daddy Let Me Drive. When Daddy Let Me Drive. Alan Albert, now the Alan Jackson, I don't know if you can find this one. There was a guy by the name of Alan Albert who also posted a picture and left a comment. So look for that one while I read these other ones. Tim Toms said, John Reap, milk may have shot out of my nose at this comment. Very good. That's what I want. Michael McCullough said, John Reap, this one's great. So obviously at some point one of his fans is going to come at me.
Yeah.
Because I left this on his page. So far it's everyone laughing at it. Oh, here we go, the Alan Jackson. So this guy, Alan Albert, he goes, what's the old saying about living in glass houses? So I know this photo. I know exactly what was going on here. And I do this after my shows when people want to take pictures. If there's a tall dude who walks up to me, I will bend down even more so it makes him look even taller. So, yes, I'm shorter than this guy in real life. I'm 5'9", maybe 5'10" on a good day. But this dude's probably 6'4", and I just bent down a little bit to make him look like a giant because I think it's funny. So that's what he did. He was playing along. He posted that picture, so that was funny. Thank you, Alan Albert. Now this dude, this next guy, Michael McCullough, was taken up for Justin Moore, and of course that's going to happen. I kind of want it to happen. It's the idea of the troll. He goes, Justin Moore has turned down. And, Mom, these aren't my words. I'm reading other people's words, and I don't want to leave out the words that they wrote. And there's going to be some bad ones in there. Go ahead and put the earmuffs on, everybody, if you don't like bad words, because I'm going to read it word for word. Justin Moore has turned on... Take two. Justin Moore has turned down more ass than you could ever get. Justin may be on the shorter side, but when he takes the stage and sings, the man's a fucking giant.
Yes.
Alan Jackson is also 6'3" without boots and a cowboy hat on. He's taller than most people. Well, you're right, Michael. I don't doubt you one bit.
You offended Michael, Michelle.
I know, or Michael or Michelle, whoever it was. I don't know. Anyway, that's fun. Who do you want me to troll? That was a good one. I had a good time doing that. Do you guys have anybody, like Wes, is there anybody that's like verified, kind of famous that you would like for us to pick on? Or leave, really, I'm not really picking. I'm just leaving one little comment, you know. I just finished a lyric, Living Those Leprechaun Dreams. And what I will give myself credit, leprechaun, it's the same amount of syllables as living that honky tonk. So in your head, it fits. Living that honky tonk. I was like, yo, that's perfect. Alan, you liked that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. And in all seriousness, my office still smells like coffee because I actually did spit coffee out of my mouth when I read your comment. No lie. That's the first time that's ever happened, and it still smells like coffee in my office.
It is a badge of honor.
Yeah.
If I can make the Alan Jackson laugh.
Yes.
You make him spit.
It's not an easy feat. He did a spit take. I'm very honored by that. So seriously, in the comments section, leave a comment. Who do you want me to troll? Be happy to do it. All right. I say it's time we move on to the next segment. This next segment, we have a sponsor. As you can see, Mr. Mark Havelball is wearing a beautiful hat. What does that hat say, buddy? What is that? What does it say on it?
Hendrick Honda of Hickory.
Hendrick Honda. Yeah, baby, we love Hendrick Honda of Hickory. Are you in the market for a new vehicle? Well, you need to go check out Hendrick Honda Hickory. They got all kinds of vehicles, SUVs, trucks, cars. I got myself a nice 2021 Honda Passport. I absolutely love it. Just washed her today. Love that thing. Going to take Dad to go get his teeth pulled in it. So Thank goodness it's roomy, so I can get him in there without having to bend his legs too much. So Hendrick Honda Hickory could check it out. Thank you for that. The segment, what I do is I go to Twitter, right? I click on the hashtag, and I find out what's trending, and I find one or two that I think is interesting that we can talk about. We made a segment out of it, because I know what you're talking about. Ooh, it's the best trends is what you're talking about. All righty. Hashtag before we had GPS. Now, do you guys remember a time before GPS? Obviously, we all do. We're men of a certain age. Stamos probably doesn't even use GPS to this day.
Use that Chippewa in him. Alan Jackson. Alan Jackson reference.
Oh, I used it. Oh, you got some on your chin.
I don't know what you're talking about. You think I'm falling for that? I'm not going to fall for that because I'll pick up this and I'll wipe it off and they'll be, I made him believe it.
Oh,
That's all right.
I was stripped. Totally stunned.
JK.
You do that, Paul.
GPS. Talk
Yeah,
to
I remember a time before GPS. It's when you had to read a map. Wasn't very good at it.
Randall McNally.
I mean,
Random McNally.
I could get lost with a GPS.
Yeah. Do you use your GPS?
So yeah. I mean, if I need it, I'll use it.
On your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember
How about you?
Remember the old ones you stuck on your?
Yeah.
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 I never had one of those. Never had one.
Oh, you didn't have the kind
I didn't have this. I only had it on the phone. That's all
Yeah.
I've ever had.
I absolutely love GPS, but I remember when I first moved to Los Angeles and when I was touring all over the country before all that. I mean, I had the Road Atlas, right? Thank gosh we have a interstate system in this country. But I learned how to read maps and signs and follow directions, and I would write it. I had a little notepad on the little sticky pad with a little pen.
I thought there wasn't.
I would write that up there.
There's one. I think there's but one Interstate 40, right?
That's it. That's the only one you know.
East and west.
85. What about 85?
That's that interstate?
Or 95.
That's a highway, ain't it?
That's
Well, are you joking right now?
Totally joking. Yeah, there's more interstates, I'm sure.
Which way does the evens go?
You know,
Even the interstates
40 will
go.
take you all the way to California, right?
This is true.
So you don't need any other interstate.
What about if you want to go north or south? I can't tell if he's joking. They're 40 is one of the interstates.
What interstate do we take?
77.
There you go.
Oh, there's a
That is an
there's a-
interstate.
There's a 77 and a 40.
Okay.
That's the only ones.
Those
I
are
know
the two
of.
that you care about.
Right.
I got you. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I used to. There was when you moved to L.A. When I moved to L.A., there was a thing called the. Oh gosh. No,
I know what you're talking about.
It's an atlas made by
It's a special atlas for Los Angeles.
Thomas Guide.
Yes.
Thomas
Thomas
Guide.
Guide, okay.
Yeah. It was a map just for Los
Yeah,
Angeles.
I've seen that.
And before GPS, I would have to be like, okay, I'm going to Glendale from here. You open it up, be like, okay, I'm here, and it says Glendale, page 47, and it had the detailed street. It was a pain in the butt. You're pulling over like every 10 miles to find out where you're at and what's going on.
And it would tell you that far how many miles. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah,
put your
little
finger up to it. It was
key.
like 200 miles.
Yeah, it was a pain in the butt. Yeah, so that was trending on Twitter for some reason. I don't know why. Before we had GPS is trending, but it was trending. And I left a comment on Twitter to weigh in for this show. And I said, good hashtag. So what I do in the morning, guys, is I try to take advantage of the hashtags on Twitter. So Monday morning is always trending Monday morning. So I go, good Monday morning. I hope you have a fantastic day. I remember hashtag before we had GPS. I had to give directions like this. And I used this image of country units of measurement, right? Next door is 1 to 2 minutes. Right up the road, 5 to 10. Couple miles, 10 to 20. Not too far, 20 to 50. So, but this is a picture meme that's been going around for quite a long time, and everyone thinks it's me because he's got a red beard. I guess I kind of look like this dude a little bit, right? And I did work at a Goodyear, so I do have a blue collar shirt just like that, right?
Yep, looks like you.
Would you think that's me, though? Like, you guys know me good
I
enough to
thought
know
that was
that
you
is-
first.
See?
First time I saw it, I thought that was you.
You've seen it before?
No, I thought I was like, I've never seen this meme. How is that? I've never seen this.
This meme's been going around for quite some time. And every time it pops up, people will tag me like, is this you, man? Like, sure. But you look, there's a jar. Like it looks like he's holding a jar, like moonshine or something. You see the jar?
This
Anyway.
is true, too. This right here is true.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is just one of many that was made. There's other ones that say up the road a piece, yonder, over yonder, you know what I mean, round a bend. There's different ones. I just grabbed that one. That was on Jeff Foxworthy's page, by the way.
Oh.
So, anyway, it ain't me, so you can quit with that. That ain't me. I'm aware of it. Thank you. That was hashtag before we had GPS. Also, there's a reason why we have bowls in front of us, which is now soup. But here's something else that's I want y'all to know that July 23rd, when this podcast comes out as an audio podcast only, that it will be hashtag Vanilla Ice Cream Day. Cheers, everybody. It just turned to soup.
Delicious.
Now, Mark, you can't have this, buddy. Oh, excuse me.
You lactose intolerant, are you?
I'm something.
Happy National Vanilla Ice Cream Day. What are your thoughts on vanilla ice cream? Let's start with you.
It's my favorite. This is the only ice cream I eat for the last 40 years. My mother only stocks vanilla ice cream in her refrigerator just for me.
Yeah.
I don't eat ice cream at home. I just go to her house.
Oh, nice.
She pulls it out. Has to be the right flavor, has to be the right texture, and it has to have chocolate syrup. That's all I do.
So we're missing the chocolate syrup
Miss
for you.
the chocolate syrup. That's okay.
Yeah. Wes, thoughts?
I could eat a whole box of those.
Well, Wes is pointing at the image that is on the screen. That is a picture of a ice cream sandwich.
There's 12 in there.
I just bought some the other day. I absolutely love. That's made by Pet.
Yes, the
That's a
best.
classic
Just the
favorite.
best.
Can't buy the
the
off-brand.
easiest, cheapest kind you can get. That's the best right there. I don't care about your Klondikes.
Yep.
I don't care about your fancy whatevers. Get you some Pet ice
Man,
cream sandwiches.
Reach right there a while.
And there's mini ones now. And
The mini ones.
yeah, they're like really, really small. And
Oh, that's it. A little
it's just a tease.
bite-sized. Huh?
Wes had a good point earlier. It does look like there's gnats inside of a vanilla ice cream.
Is that
It's
what you
just-
were saying?
Yeah, it's vanilla.
I didn't know if you meant that it had been sitting out.
It's
there
vanilla
was
bean.
cheese.
No, it looks like
That's
gnats.
when they do it, the
No,
vanilla
it's,
bean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's vanilla bean. It's
it's chocolate.
chocolate.
I just thought that might be gnats. I just want to make sure if I start eating it.
No, it's
That's why I don't
gnat
eat it.
free.
Protein.
Yeah, by the way, that would be protein.
I'll eat gnats one day when the zombies come. But right now, I don't want to eat gnats.
Well, it's National Vanilla Ice Cream Day. They tip the hat. Second most popular flavor in America.
Really?
Yeah, take a bow, vanilla.
think.
I scream,
First.
you scream, we all scream for vanilla ice cream.
Chocolate.
You think it's chocolate?
Probably chocolate number
I don't know. I will say this. I love vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with vanilla ice cream. But somewhere along the way, the word vanilla got to mean like boring, average. Oh, it's just so vanilla, you know. And I don't like that because vanilla's a great flavor. You ever had a vanilla bean just by itself? I haven't either. I'd like to try one
Is that a
someday.
thing?
Well, that's what
like-
vanilla is. It's
Oh,
a bean. Isn't it? Mark Haverball? Didn't you just tell me it was a bean chopped up in there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Vanilla
they
bean.
used the vanilla bean to sit there and create it down.
Yeah, so a vanilla bean is what the flavor is. But you just think of it as white. You know what I mean? It's vanilla, it's white, it's boring, it's
Blah.
average, it's no good, it's blah.
Yeah.
But it's freaking great. Right?
yeah, I love it. So it's number 2.
Yeah, I don't know what number 1 is. Number 2.
I bet number 1 is peanut butter flavor.
Cotton candy.
You guys are funny.
I know.
Neapolitan?
I'd almost guess chocolate.
Has to be
Said I'd
chocolate.
almost
It's
guess chocolate.
probably chocolate, but honestly, I don't like just plain chocolate ice cream. Now, I do like what you do,
Yeah.
put chocolate syrup on the
Yeah.
vanilla. That's two things at once. Chocolate is just chocolate. You put vanilla on, put syrup on vanilla.
It's no good. It kills it, right?
Well, you mean like double chocolate?
Double chocolate kills it. Don't want too much
What's the
chocolate.
point? It's a little redundant. So anyway, happy National Vanilla Ice Cream Day. All righty. Look, don't forget, we're still playing the dating game with Isaiah. If you go to the Country-ish Facebook fan page, let me know if you're interested in playing the dating game. We've got some submissions. We've nailed down a date. I'm sorry, a time frame, not a person. August, we're going to do it August the 9th. So sometime August the 9th, the girls who have already said they want to play, I'm going to reach out to you on the beforehand. We're going to pick 3 girls, and we're going to play the dating game with Isaiah. Also, we're doing a talent show. Do you have a talent? Make a video, leave it on the Country-ish Facebook fan page, and we will pick a talent. Alrighty, we got a lot more show to do. We've got ETTA May going to zoom into the show here in a little bit. We got a great small town news story about spiders and Amazon drivers and Goodwill Hunting. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Country-ish after this. Thank you. Hey everybody, John Reap here, and I want you to go cruising with me. Not in our cars, but on a ship. Yeah, let's take a ship together. It's the Reaps Peeps Comedy Cruise, November 6th through 11th. This year, we leave out of Port Canaveral, Florida. We go to a private beach in Haiti where they have the world's longest zip line over water. We're going to Nassau, and it's 5 days, baby. I'm doing a podcast, I'm doing karaoke, and I'm doing stand-up comedy, and we're even doing Diamond Dallas Page yoga. So get on the boat with me. Go to johnreap.com, click on the Reaps Peeps Comedy Cruise, and this is the t-shirt you get. Isn't that something? I'll see you on the boat. Hey there, are you a business owner? Do you have a product that you're trying to sell? Well, maybe I could help you. I've got over 350,000 followers across all my social media, and every episode of Country-ish we do gets thousands of views. So if you have a product that you want me to try on the show or to talk about, go to countryish.com, click on sponsorship, and maybe your stuff could be right here on my stuff. And we're back. Did you hit the share button? Now's a good time. Well, if you did it, thank you. I appreciate it. If not, hit the share button. Look, we got a lot of show to do. You guys are well aware that I do another podcast with a guy by the name of John Heffron. It's called Heffron and Reap. You love the guy.
I think it's great.
Yeah,
Very funny.
You're still on the fence. Well, don't worry. I want you to know that this next clip, he's not even in it. Yeah, because for whatever reason, he didn't show up. You know,
that's unfortunate.
He's a busy dude. He had some corporate gig in New York City.
Wow.
But, we are doing the tour in Michigan where we're doing a bowling alley tour. Yes, it's called That's How We Roll. And I thought, if we're going to tour bowling alleys, we got to get the best bowler that I've ever met and known in my life, Kyle Troop. That's right. So check out this Heffron and Reap clip of me and Kyle Troop.
John, what's up, my man? The champ is here.
That's what I'm talking about.
The champ is here.
Dude, I love it. Tell me about this belt you got strapped around your shoulder.
Well, it's been in safekeeping for about a month or so. I won the PBA playoffs earlier in the year up in Milford, Connecticut, home of the WWE. And they gave us a sweet trophy as well, but this is my baby. We got the world title belt. This thing's about 6 to 8 pounds. We got the PBA logo. Yeah, this thing's legit.
Wow.
I had to pry it out of my dad's hands for 5 minutes so I could borrow it for the show.
So do you like Prince, Kyle Troop?
Yeah, I don't listen to much Prince, but I appreciate his music. And, every now and then we can get into a vibe.
Yeah,
rock with Prince.
There was one album that he did. Oh
my God.
Oh, Kyle, never look at me the same again.
This looks like a terrible Pirates of the Caribbean crew member.
Yes, it looks like an old theater picture from like.
Oh, and then I guess I see the theater shirt. At first, I thought pirate shirt.
No, I'm talking about with the eyes. They used to do that in theater. I got guy liner on.
Oh yeah, you looking? Yeah, wow.
There you go.
The greatest showman on earth.
Yeah, dude. But look at the perm, huh?
I mean, that's kind of what my hair kind of looks like if I put some product in it.
Okay.
Just kind of wet curls kind of laying on my head. Just wondering what to do.
I hope people can admire my commitment to the joke and also Kyle's commitment to the brand and the career, walking around with this after I did it, because I remember having the perm done and the lady who was putting it in was laughing because she's like, well, do you want me to use the activator? Because if I do that, it's going to stay for a long time. I'm like, do whatever you would normally do. Okay. And I didn't even think about it. And I had that for a minute. And
yeah, because that was my buddy shaved his head after he got his hair perm because it looked terrible.
Yeah. And the red perm is hard. It's hard to walk around as a man. I love daiquiris.
What?
Yeah. You act like you don't know. That's great, man. Well, look, I say we move on to another what's that? She's ready?
Yeah, she's in the waiting room.
Okay, well,
she's ready for you if you want to go ahead and introduce her.
Yeah, let's not leave her waiting much longer. I'm very excited to introduce some of you guys to this next person who's zooming in right now. She's the winner of the American Comedy Award, Comic of the Year. She's known as the Polyester Princess, the reigning queen of Southern Sass. She's been on Oprah, Showtime, CMT, CBS Sunday Morning, ABC, Columbia Pictures, and NBC. She headlines NBC. She headlines the Southern Fried Chicks comedy tour. Welcome to the Zoom Room. Who is it? ETTA MAY. That's who. Oh, take another look and tell me that. And she's here with me right now, the incomparable, the Polyester Princess, ETTA MAY. How are you, my dear?
John Rape, I'm in love with you.
Oh.
You know that.
I love you too.
No, I'm in love with you.
Thank you.
Come on, a ginger Southerner. Please.
Oh, yeah, right?
Look how hot that is.
Please. I wish that was the case when I was in high school. I don't know what happened. Somewhere along the way, it turned into a fetish for some people, which I'm okay with.
Really?
Yeah.
If I'd have known where your high school was, I'd have drove over and beat you.
Well, you would have just been one of many.
Right. Yeah. I'd get in line, but I'd bring some.
I believe it. Where are you zooming in from today?
My home in Lexington, Kentucky.
I love Lexington, Kentucky. Good barbecue, good bourbon, and I love me some comedy off Broadway there.
Oh, my God. Yes, comedy off Broadway. And I would consider it an A room.
Oh, it is?
Would you not?
100%.
Yeah, it's definitely an A room.
Now, are you from Lexington originally?
Oh, no.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Arkansas.
Oh, okay. Well,
ask me why I live in Kentucky.
Hey, ETTA MAY, why do you live in Kentucky if you're from Arkansas?
Because I heard my parents didn't live here. I always make your parents and in-laws have to pack underwear to come see you.
Oh, yeah, that'll definitely.
Of course, that really doesn't apply to my daddy anyway. So, I think he's a free baller, especially in the heat.
I've known you forever. I mean, you've won like from the Academy or the American Comedy Awards Comic of the Year. You've been on Oprah, Showtime, CMT, all kinds of stuff. I just like to know the origin story. How did it start for you, ETTA MAY?
Well, you really want the truth?
I want it. Yeah, whatever you want to tell me.
My cousin, we were living in Kentucky. My cousin was living in Los Angeles, and she was dying of cancer.
Okay.
And she had the breast cancer, and so she was my favorite. She was the person in my life that I wish I could have been. And she did everything that I'd ever wanted to do in my life, like she traveled to exotic places and stuff.
Right.
I might go to Shoney's.
Yeah, they got a great breakfast buffet.
Right. So I went out there and took care of her for last weeks, and she just decided to stop doing the chemo and do the ride. You got to respect that. And one night she wanted to go, and it was a Monday night, and she wanted to go to the Comedy Store.
Okay.
She had never been there, and we were going to places she had never been, and like Disneyland and Universal. Anyway,
she was doing like a bucket list type thing.
She had a bucket list, and by God, I was going to get her there. And when I'd gotten out to California, I'd shaved my head.
Really?
Yeah. And so we were laughing because we were, and so we were going to go out. Yeah. So we had to put do-rags on, and so we sat there, and there was it was the first comedy show I'd ever seen, and I was amazed.
Wow.
I was amazed, one, at the performers, and there was one woman on there named Monica Piper.
Okay.
And I don't even know if she's still doing comedy, but I thought she was so funny. And anyway, just on the ride home, I realized how it had lifted her soul.
Yeah.
It had lifted her spirit, and it had lifted her soul. And the rest of the trip, she was lighter. Do you know what I mean?
Happier, just sort of like floating on air, maybe.
Yeah, like this don't matter.
Yeah.
And there's better things to come.
Yeah.
And and she was a good Christian, and it's like, hey, why am I fighting going to sit at the right hand of my Father? So anyway, she just was happier and lighter, and I thought, man, if I could ever do that. Mm-hmm. And then started the open mic hell.
Okay. Now, did you do that in Los Angeles, or did you go back to Kentucky and do that?
No, I did it at the Comedy Store.
Okay.
They had an open mic night at the Comedy Store, and so I went back because my cousin, she said, you could do it. And it was only 3 minutes, and it's like, if my cousin is dying and I'm going to make her happy. Well, when I walked up on stage, I was pretty much dressed like this, and as soon as I just said, hello, then they started laughing.
Halo.
Hello. And well, I was trying to be more sophisticated and well, normally I would just say hi.
Yeah.
What's up? But I said hello. And
I like that. Is that a thing that you say normally? Because I love that way that sounds.
No. Is that my get her done? Is that what you're saying?
I'm really well. Think about it. It's hey. It's a halo. It's everything.
Halo.
I love it.
Or hey, low.
Yeah, right.
On the down low.
Yes, I think it's brilliant.
Thank you, John Reed. I'm writing it down.
Write that down. I'm going to remind you.
John Reed.
Hey, low.
Hey, low. They started laughing and stuff, and they thought I was putting on, and so I just, hell, in the South, man, we're storytellers, buddy.
Sure,
we tell stories.
Yes,
and so I just told the story about my daddy. And they were laughing their butts off, and then a light came on in the back.
Yep.
And I'm thinking we're having electrical trouble. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the light to let you know to wrap it up.
Like to say, get
off the stage. Yeah.
Well, nobody told me about the light, and and I'm going, hey, who's ever doing that strobe? Stop it. And,
Right.
So anyway, and somebody had to come up to the side of the stage and go, get off. And I walked in the back at the back of the room, and Mitzi Shore was standing there.
Yep.
And she made me a paid regular that night.
Wow.
Some people worked at the Comedy Store for free. And it's like, when I went back to my cousin's house, we were talking, and it's like, I got to come up with a show. I got to come up with an act.
Wow.
So, but you know what, John? All I did was just tell family stories.
Mm-hmm.
I played what's called the Deli Smoker.
Okay.
Out in Los Angeles. You ever heard of that?
No.
No comic. I did an open mic night at the Deli Smoker very early on. And a guy raised his hand, and it was a back room of a Jewish deli.
Okay.
And they would have a pickled tray on there.
Yes. Yeah. They love pickles.
Yeah, they love them pickles or anything pickled, and little onion balls pickled. And so this guy raised his hand and he goes, "Hey, comedian." And I said, "Yeah." And I'm thinking, I got my first heckler, and what am I going to do? And he goes, "Hey, tell my waitress I need more pickles."
That was a great impression of an old Jewish lady.
Oh yeah, and so
That's awesome.
I said, "Table 9 needs more pickles." I'm doing the order at McDonald's. Table 9 needs more pickles.
Oh, that is awesome. I read this on your website. Is it true you're now a wrestling coach?
Yes.
I need to hear more about this.
Well, and go on my Facebook, and you'll see. I've got a wrestler that I sponsor, and we had a big fight about a month ago, and his name is Superior. Yeah, Superior Tony Evans, and
Okay.
I just love him. He's real hot, good looking, and but I do coach him because it's all-star wrestling type thing, and I coach him on. Hey, you got a street fight, man.
Oh.
You got a street fight when you're here.
Yeah.
And you can't just be jumping off the ropes all the time. You gotta tear a person up every once in a while.
Oh, yeah,
you gotta country style them.
Okay.
Kick them in the, get behind them and kick them in the butt, and just wrestle dirty. Just wrestle dirty.
Okay.
And
do you get on the mat and like yell at them, or are you like on the side?
Yes.
Oh,
my
wow.
God, there's a pay-per-view of our last fight, and he won.
I need to see this. What do I look
Yes.
up? Where do I go?
I don't know what to look.
Is it on your website? Like
yeah.
a link to it, maybe?
Oh, I don't know.
All right.
How would you do a link?
Is there information? I know there's some information about it on your website, because that's how I came up with this question. It said that you were a wrestling coach.
Here, do you want to see my cat?
I know you like cats. That's why I'm wearing this shirt.
Oh, my goodness. That's a great shirt. Where'd you get that?
That's a place in North Carolina called Cat Square. It's a real town.
Here's my other cat. He just came in.
Hey, kitty.
He's got a bit of a weight problem. Look at
What's
John.
his name?
I named him after my favorite sandwich, Big Mac.
Hey, Big Mac.
I'm a Southern fat woman.
And he got big. So he
got big. He grew into his name, baby. He grew into his name.
You got a lot of gigs coming up. I've seen them on ettamay.com. Real quick.
And I'm adding more. I'm adding more tomorrow.
Oh, and you got more coming up.
Yeah.
So just keep checking her website. She might be in your backyard and you don't even know it. So check that out. I want to do a quick hypothetical with you. This is fun.
Okay.
All right. You're on a sinking ship and you can only save one person. And here are the three people that are with you on the boat. You got Lucille Ball, Carol Burnett, or Vicki Lawrence. Who you saving and why?
Carol Burnett.
Carol Burnett. Okay. Yeah. Thoughts?
Because you know why? Because she always said goodnight to her mama.
Yep. She always did that little thing.
Was it to her grandma?
I think it was
mama?
maybe, you know what? I don't remember. I thought it was to her kid. It could have been to her grandma. Either way, it's a sweet message, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a sweet message. But here's why I like Carol Burnett. Because before her shows, her skit, I love skit comedy. But before her shows, she would just talk to the audience and let them ask questions.
Yeah.
And it made her human.
Yeah.
A human being.
Yeah, I agree. I don't remember seeing anyone else ever do that until she started doing that.
Yeah. And I tell you what, I didn't pick Lucille Ball because she's mean as a snake.
Okay.
She was. That's living in Los Angeles. That's all I heard was not how great she was, but how she was mean as a snake. And and the sauce will do that to you.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Well, Etta May, thank you so much for joining me. If you ever need me for anything, don't hesitate to ask. You're on the Country-ish show. I'll let you know when it comes out. And I'll see you out there on the road, my friend.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
All right. Thank you. Etta May, everybody. Woo!
Take another look and tell me that.
Woo. Thank you, Etta May, for zooming in. Man, that girl's funny.
You are.
Thank you. Well, random. I'll take it as a compliment.
I would say you're funny too.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Look, let's move on to another segment. There's a lot of things going on in the news that are negative, that are politics and pandemics. And in this next segment, we'd like to find the fun, happy-go-lucky stories that may or may not fall through the cracks, but it's something that's more fun to talk about than politics and pandemics. And my friend Justin Clyde Williams can tell you all about it.
We're just small town dudes with small town news, breaking stories of crimes committed you never do. Mind your P's and Q's or they'll cover you. The town may be small, but the news is huge.
All right. Well, here is a news story with video this time that's been going around the interwebs. Amazon driver kills a spider for a customer too scared to leave the house. Now, what do you guys think about spiders? I mean, are you afraid of spiders? What's your deal? Let's go with Sebastian first.
I hate snakes more than spiders.
Yeah.
See a lot of spiders in my line of work.
Oh, that's right.
I'm not anti-spider. I've seen everything.
Well, aren't you afraid of a brown recluse?
A recluse. They're the worst.
That's what I've heard.
They are the worst. I've seen them bite people and they had their flesh taken off.
Yeah.
I've seen them actually bite somebody.
I've seen the after effects. Thanks for pointing that out. The flesh fell off later.
Stamos, thoughts on spiders?
How do you? I don't know how to say brown recluse. I can't say it.
Brown recluse.
Recluse.
Yeah.
Recluse.
Recluse.
It's a brown recluse.
That's the name of the spider that I think it might be the most poisonous. I don't know, unless it's always changing like the dang hot pepper. What's harder? I don't know.
Like they say, Granddaddy Longleg is the most poisonous spider in the world or something.
But its mouth is so small that it can't bite you. Now, I've heard that too, actually.
I have a joke for that.
Oh, I can't wait to hear
I don't
this.
want to insult you.
Wes, get ready.
It was a John Reap joke.
Oh, what is it?
I mean,
what's the joke? I want to hear it.
It's talking about the smallest mouse ever.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Come on, Wes.
Man, I don't have my glasses on. I couldn't see the bugs.
So, yeah, I do have a tiny mouth and no lips. If I were a spider, I might be the most venomous. But I wouldn't be able to get into your
I
skin.
don't know if that's true or not. I don't
I've
know
heard
if that's,
that.
I've heard that all my life. It could be a myth. Probably.
Yeah,
It's
hey,
like
Mark,
chewing-
Mr. Havelball,
it's like swallowing chewing
will
gum.
you Google
7 years.
most venomous spider and let us know?
Well, it's not a granddaddy long leg.
Yeah.
That's
What are your-
that's no wives' tale.
Oh, really?
There's no truth to that. That's actually not even a spider.
What
What
is
is
the
that?
most venomous then?
Most venomous?
Sure. I mean, you just said it's not that. What?
Prove it. I don't know, man.
I've always heard brown recluse, but anyway,
I don't do a lot of spider.
No, I got it right here.
What is it,
says
dude?
Brazilian wandering spider. And looking at the pictures, it kind of reminds me of the black widow.
Oh yeah, black widow's a big one too. Well, a woman in Texas is looking for an Amazon delivery driver after making him famous on TikTok. She was using the handle at Gwen. I can't pronounce his name on the app. The woman who goes by Gwen posted a video of the driver fulfilling an odd request, killing a large spider that was camped out on her porch. Using the special instructions box on her Amazon order, Gwen pleaded for help. She said, "There is a huge spider on my front porch who is refusing to leave, and I'm too scared to go on my out my front door." She wrote, "If you could please kill the spider for me, that would be amazing. Thank you." And the unknown driver fulfilled Gwen's request, and Gwen posted the proof on TikTok. It's a doorbell video that shows both the size of the spider and the driver's actions as he removes a shoe and kills it. So let's watch this video. So right there, she wrote in the special instructions on the Amazon app, hey, she wrote.
So she didn't tell him. She put it in his delivery instructions.
I guess I don't know how she could tell him if she doesn't have his phone number, but she knows he's coming, right?
I thought she may have hauled out the door.
Yeah, I guess some Ring doorbells you could have said that on the announcement, but maybe I think she was giving him a
true.
heads
That's
up,
good,
like
yeah.
even before you get here.
There is a spider.
Please leave in front of garage by trash can. There is a huge spider on my front porch who is refusing to leave, and I'm too scared to go out the front door. So she left that in the comments or special requests, and when he got there, he was prepared to deal with the spider. And I believe it was like a wolf spider or something. Google wolf spider while we watch this. Go ahead, De'Allen Jackson. So there she's leaving it. Now there's the spider.
Dang.
That's a that's a big one. Look at it. It's in front of the dang camera on the Ring doorbell.
I'd burn my house down.
How many legs they have there, Stamos?
16.
I think it's 8. Here's the driver.
He's looking for it.
He's looking around. I don't see the spider. He's looking at the wall. Oh, now he spots it. Takes off his shoe. Huh? Says, "Gah!" Kills the spider. Took two of them. Puts the shoe back on. And
Wipes it on her wall.
I guess he's examining his. He wipes it on her wall.
Wiped it on her wall.
And that's it. And he left the package. I mean, this, I saw this video and I posted on Twitter. I said, "Hey, Bezos, Jeff Bezos, the owner of Amazon or whatever, I said, while you're playing with your rockets, trying to get to outer space, you got real heroes on Earth down here smashing wolf spiders with their shoe. Give this man a raise."
Yeah, Bezos only makes, I think I saw $3,000 a minute.
That's it?
That's it.
I wouldn't get
a minute. $3,000 a minute.
Well, I don't even think he's the majority owner in Amazon anymore. Didn't he sell like a lot of his shares?
Well,
actually, he got divorced.
That'll take your ownership down real quick.
Yeah, I think his wife is
And
getting
this
some
is
of that.
this is a prime example of Amazon going the extra mile.
Yeah. Now, you know what?
That's right. FedEx wouldn't do that, I bet.
Well, this is what needs to happen. If I were FedEx or UPS, I would make a rebuttal video to this.
Yeah.
And as a joke, I would have a driver show up, and then maybe a wolf, like a real wolf, shows up, or a bear, and he takes down the bear, or maybe an alien from outer space, since Bezos loves going to outer space.
Yeah.
Can make fun of that. I think that'd be funny.
That would be funny.
Get on that, UPS and or FedEx, if you want to be funny. If you have a sense of humor at all. What do you think of that video, Wes Pittman?
Well, I mean, like I said, I'd have burnt my house down. That's a big spider.
It is a big
And
spider.
Have you ever left anything in those special comments, special instruction boxes?
Only if I'm ordering food.
I think what you should do.
Yeah.
Doorbell broken. Please shout that you're here.
Right. Please shout your arrival.
Mr. Rape.
Yeah. He's referring to one of my comedy bits as well.
It's old school.
I remember those days.
Old Burger King.
Way back.
Shout your order bit. All right. Well, congratulations to this guy.
The town may be small, but the news is huge.
All righty then. Before we move on, we're listener supported YouTube show and podcast. We don't make any money. You guys know this because I pay you $0. I give you beer from time to time.
Ultra.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
Ice cream, but if you want to help us out and you have no money, I know a lot of you don't have no money. COVID took a job, government's paying you not to move anywhere and you need that money. But if you want to help us out and you have no money, you can simply write a nice review on Apple Podcast or is it iTunes? One or the other.
iTunes.
Go there, iTunes. Give us 4 or 5 stars, the max.
That'd be 5.
Whatever that is.
No pressure.
Yeah, as many stars as you are allowed. And then also write a nice review, and we will read it on the show, and it will help us out. Let me go to Mr. Mark Havelball. Do we have any new reviews?
Yes, sir. So this one, they titled it Kiss, $902.30 goodbye. This is from Mitch, like Mitch's Tavern. Okay.
He says what?
Mitch.
Like Mitch's Tavern.
Like Mitch's Tavern.
You're just saying it's... Okay.
No, that's actually how it's written in there.
Oh, he wrote those words.
Yeah, he wrote it in there. So anyway, go ahead and get your heartstrings out because this is poem.
Oh, boy. Oh, it's a poem. I like poetry.
Haiku?
Well,
Is it a haiku
we'll see.
It's there. But anyway, it says, the way those red locks of your hair peek from under your hat to glisten your jolly cheeks. Swept under the spell that's cast. One residual check at a time, he listens with excitement. Pure Tuesday night joy. I listen and I yearn for yet another $902.30. Yet no stolen for naught. For now he sets, laughter erupting from the kitchen. Another beer can cracks. The fellow North Carolina State alum bellows. I smile. He smiles. Tuesday night bliss.
I feel like Elliot wrote this.
It says, written with love from Mitch, like Mitch's Tavern, wife.
Mitch's wife.
Mitch's wife.
Okay. I mean, look, flattery is flattery. I'll take it where I can get it. But, that was sweet.
You should do
Mitch's wife wrote that.
You should do a dramatic reading like they do in these poems in New York where you you start crying and read that.
Spoken word kind of thing. Maybe put some drums behind it. Yeah. Well, thank you, Mitch's wife. I don't know her she didn't leave her name, did she? She just said Mitch's wife.
But it probably for that, they probably should have put it at the beginning because up until then it sounded really creepy.
It does, but that's okay. I appreciate that. We said that was a deal. You write it, we'll read it if we get good stars. And there is a bar in Raleigh called Mitch's Tavern that I got. Let's see here. Yeah, me and Shay Herman, we had fake IDs made. And we went to Mitch's Tavern and tried to get in. And the bouncer, I think Shay was first. Booger had just turned 21, right? So Booger didn't care. He was going to go in, show his ID. Me and Shay were like, well, we'll just get a fake ID. We'll go in too. So, bouncer looks at Booger's ID and goes, oh, happy birthday. Come on in. And then Shay goes next. He gives him his ID. He goes, ha! Thank you. And then I was already like an autopilot. I went, he goes, 2 in a row.
That obvious.
And I'm like, wait a minute. He goes, get out of here. Like that. And me and Shay went outside. We're like, what are we going to do? What's our ID? What are we going to do? And we went back and paid him like $20 to give it back to us. And he ripped off the piece of a laminate that we had put on there.
This is a self.
Yeah, self-made. But I'm talking old school license where you could pull the plastic off. It was a
change the
picture,
picture and all that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he just ripped it off. He goes, give it back to us for $20. So that was nice.
Use the old X-Acto knife.
Yeah, we paid some other college kid to do it too. It was horrible. It was horrible. But shout out. Thank you, Mitch's wife. That was a very nice review. All right. I believe it's time that we move on to the final segment. What do you say, guys? How you feel about that? Everybody ready for the final segment?
Moving on down the road.
Now, this is a special segment, between me and Stamos here. I gotta look. I'm gonna be honest with everybody right now. His real name is not Marcus Stamos. His real name, I know, Wes. I'm sorry. His real name is Marcus Hunt, and we like to go to a Goodwill, and we hunt for gifts for each other. We exchange them on the show. It has to be for $5 or less, and it has to make sense as to why we got this gift for each other. Sometimes we put it in boxes and we un them. It is a segment that we like to call Goodwill Hunting. Goodwill Hunting. Goodwill.
Man, boy, you've been working out.
I hope somebody got a respirator to Goodwill this week.
Hey, I need to wheel in the oxygen.
Goodwill it in here.
That was streak.
Do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Go ahead, man.
I don't know. I want you to go first.
I'll go first. Okay.
All right. Let me get it. What do we got here?
All right. So
look at this. It's
pretty big box.
Okay.
It's one of them Amazon boxes. Come with spiders.
Yeah.
Another prime example.
We got here.
Amazon.
So, anything I need to know before I open this?
Yeah, I'll give you.
Who's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box?
Okay, what movie is that off of? Wes?
Really?
What movie is that off
Was
of,
it
Wes?
16.
8? 7. It was 7. I'm sorry.
7.
Did you know the answer?
Yeah.
I was hoping you wouldn't know it, and then go, you tell me. He'd be like, I don't know. I don't think you did.
I did, but I forgot.
Bluff gets the bluff call.
That's what I mean. At the moment, you would have been like,
I was so cocky, like I knew it.
it.
But I forgot. But anyway,
What do we got here?
so you do the share stare.
Yeah, the share stare.
And you wear
Yeah, by the way, did you hit the share button yet? We appreciate it if you hit the share button. That's why I do the share stare, yes.
I noticed that when you take the wig off, you put it on, you just kind of lay it over there. It
Yes,
sits
it's-
by itself over there on the floor.
I'll tell you what, well, it's on this little, see what just happened?
It's slick. That's
It's
why
on
it
this little
falls.
table that's very slippery. And it, the hair's slippery too. It just slides off. I wish I had something to put it on.
Well, here you go. I've got you something to put your share stare wig on. So have at it, man. Have a good time
It's
with
like
it.
Christmas.
That's the sound of me unboxing it. Oh, wow, dude. Where'd you get? You got this at Goodwill?
I got this at Goodwill. Look at the bottom. The price tag. I think I went over $1. I'm sorry. $6.
$6.
Original cost is
You like this part, don't you? The original cost was
40.
No, dude, it was one time 61.
Who?
And they got marked down to 50 something.
See?
Yeah, so this was from Sally Beauty Supply.
Yeah, those were a common thing back in the day. Sally had it was a chain, wasn't it?
It's still a chain, dude. It's still a chain. They have the best heads there.
Oh yeah, Mark, thanks for the head.
Yeah. So
that's your headline. Marcus Stamos gives John Reap head.
Clickbait.
So there you go. That's your wig holder.
This must be what they practice on. Like they practice doing stuff on it.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
doing stuff with it or on it.
There you go. You're good.
Thing's crawling with lice, man.
Wes, don't you know someone who may or may not have used something like this at one point in time? Aren't you married to someone who does this occupation?
Yeah, man.
You're not married, are you?
Look at that
she's
hair.
great with hair. That's my luck. I got married a hairdresser, and I could have got free haircuts for life.
Yeah. Do you let her do anything to your facial hair?
If she wants to. She gets my ears and my eyebrows when they get too long.
Your nose and your nose hairs.
I don't trust her there.
Yeah, those hurt.
She's
What
too,
about manscaping, Wes? You do manscaping?
I like to do that myself. So I don't like razors down there,
private.
especially her. But
Well, thank you for this, buddy.
You're welcome.
Could put it right here.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And then hand me that sheer wig. I wonder if I can get it to fit on here.
Put it
I
up
like
here.
to grab it like this.
I know.
Like Medusa. You know, you come out and turn the Kraken turns to stone. Lots of things you could do with this.
There is.
Always grab them by the hair. Like, they like that, dude.
Do they? The back of the head? Or?
Let's see if we'll get it fit on there. Here, Sean, why don't you play with that while
I'll work it.
I'll give Stamos a gift.
That's cute, Mark. It's the best thing you can
All right, buddy. I didn't.
I got more jokes.
I left this one in the bag.
So what is this? Has it
So
got a meaning?
here's the deal here. I know a lot of things about you. We've known each other our whole lives, pretty much, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know you're gifted athletically in certain aspects. You're not a big boy, but you're good at catching, throwing,
running,
pitching.
tumbling.
Anytime we play a game, tumbling, you're good at tumbler. You're the best tumbler I've seen.
cartwheels.
You do good cartwheels. But like if we go out and play pool, you know, just randomly, you don't have a pool table at home. But if we're playing pool, let's run the table sometimes. We go to play foosball. You don't have a foosball. Doing well. So I thought, like, why not have something at home that you could keep practice with and maybe share the skill with your daughter?
All right.
Yeah, from me to you. Thank you. It's not in the box. It's in a bag.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Tabletop foosball.
Yeah,
Shout out, Alan.
$5 at a Goodwill.
$5. So this is one of those. Yeah, you'd take out probably at work,
Pull
put
it
on your
out.
desk, and
Let's play with it, dude.
got a
I
head.
don't want to have to put this thing back up.
I mean, I don't know.
It's
Let's just look
IKEA.
at
You
it.
got to put it together.
Look at here. Just oh, yeah. This has got some assembly required.
probably didn't get the
You know what? You get it at Goodwill, you might not get all the parts. What if that's the whole thing right there? Is there more in there?
Yeah, there's more in
Oh,
here.
there's more in there. So some
Yeah.
assembly required. Don't mess with it.
Thank you.
But yes, hopefully you'll take that home. You and Ella can put it together. You could play tabletop foosball. Now, do you know why it's called foosball? Because really, that's just soccer.
Because somebody forgot to put the T in.
Foost.
Yeah. It's supposed to be football, but they forgot to put the T in.
Footsball.
Yes.
Thank you, Wes. Well,
All right. thank
honestly,
you.
I don't know. I was hoping you could tell
You
me.
should have said, "Why don't you tell me?"
Yeah.
Set you up.
Do you know, Mr. Havelball, why they call it foosball?
No, but I can find out real
Yeah,
quick.
Google that while we go.
No, while
the
they
Alan
play-
Jackson, how are we doing time-wise? Should we wrap this puppy up?
Yeah, we probably need to be wrapping up
Okay.
here, John. So
I feel like we've had a good show in here
Oh,
today.
yeah.
It's good to see these guys back in here. I was happy to share ice cream with you. You know, I like to get the whole band back together for these episodes every now and then. And I hope you had a good time. I hope you will come see me do stand-up comedy live. I will be at the Comedy Zone in Charlotte this weekend, July 22, 23, and 24. It's 5 shows. And then on the 31st, I will be in Sharpsburg, Kentucky at the Barnyard with the Rodney Carrington and Nick Searcy. We're going to have a good time there. And then I'm going to Atlanta. There are more dates being added all the time. If you go to countryish.com, you can click on the tour dates and see them right there. You can look at old episodes. You can buy merchandise. You can support the show. You can become a sponsor. All kinds of good stuff at countryish.com. All right, before we wrap this puppy up, have a ball.
Okay, so what they said is it's table football. It's called foosball in America because the players are called foosers. It's the German term for the actual football or soccer.
It's German for football is Fußball.
Yeah.
So it's German.
can't talk
Sprechen
right.
Sie Deutsch. I didn't know that. They can't talk
They
right.
can't talk right.
Speak American.
No.
Well, before we wrap it up, any final thoughts from the new guy, Mr. Wes Pittman over here?
I thought it was another great show. You guys did an excellent job. I was glad to be a part of it. And I thought foosball was only called Foos played it.
Just it's a foos game.
I think he's
Foos
too
game.
concerned playing pocket
Foos
pool.
rush in.
It is foos gold. Hey, thank you for doing the sound effects.
Hey, you're
What a
welcome,
great
man.
find that was. I'm glad you brought that in here today.
I'm going back to Goodwill this week because they got some really good stuff there.
Yeah.
And that suit. That
we
suit I
know.
got.
Well, you're preaching to the choir.
God.
Mark Havaball, any final thoughts?
No, not this time. The everything was just pulled through tonight with the ice cream, so I'm going to go home and chase some more beans.
Oh, very good. Well, how about you, Sebastian or Stamos?
Had a
Final
good time.
thoughts?
Good time talking about y'all's pocket pool and head that
Mark
you got.
giving me head.
And
Justin
great show.
Moore.
Good to be back.
Oh, yeah. What do we call this episode?
Full house.
Heads
The
and
Olsen
shoulders
team.
above the rest because Justin Moore, Alan Jackson.
Head and shoulders above the rest.
Above. I don't know. We'll think of that. Look, for Alan Jackson, for Justin Moore, for Wes Pittman, for Mark Havaball, for Marcus Stamos / Marcus Hunt, for Sebastian, I have been and shall remain John Reap. Bicycle!
Well, life on the farm is kind of laid back, but I wouldn't know that I'm from a cul-de-sac. Don't chew tobacco and I don't smoke crack. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, I said the kind of life never did me no harm, but I do know a guy with only one arm. Keep your fancy smartphones and your self-parked cars. Thank God I'm country-ish. Well, I got a podcast that'll make you giggle. It ain't number one, it's right in the middle. The town's not big, but it ain't too little. It's time for country-ish. Go on, dude.
Hey, everybody, it's me again. I just want to say thank you for listening or watching this podcast. You know, we couldn't do this without supporters like you. Oh, wait, are you not a supporter? Well, you could be. It's real simple. Go to countryishpodcast.com. Click on the word support. That will take you to our Patreon page. That's our support page. And from there, you can support us many different ways. There's different levels. You got $5 and up. You got Pewter Pro, Rhinestone level, Executive Zirconia, all the way up to Platinum Elite. And all of them come with different rewards. We're talking hats, T-shirts, ginger beard masks, even be a guest on the show. You got to check out our Patreon page. Go to countryishpodcast.com, click on support, and thank you. Hit the share button. For crying out loud. Ow! Pay no attention to that head without the wig. Hit the share button. Hit the share button or she gets it.